People aged 65 to 69 will now be invited for a COVID-19 vaccine in England if GPs have done all they can to reach those at higher risk. It comes as the UK nears closer to reaching its target of vaccinating 15 million people by mid-February. Some parts of England have already begun vaccinating the over 65s with their first dose after they reached everyone in the top 4 priority groups who wanted a jab. Nottinghamshire Clinical Commissioning Group is among those that have invited over 65s to receive a vaccine, while in Shropshire, Coventry and Hampshire some vaccines have been given already. NHS England said regions can now move on to people aged 65 and over if there are supplies, and every effort has been made to contact and vaccinate those in groups 1 to 4, which include the over 70s, care home residents, frontline health and social care workers and clinically extremely vulnerable individuals. Once over 65s have been vaccinated, they will then be followed by all those over 16 with underlying health conditions, Group 6, then the over 60s, the over 55s and the over 50s. The Joint Committee on Vaccination and Immunization, JCVI, is due to recommend which groups should then follow, with pressure for teachers and other frontline workers such as police officers to be on the list. In Wales, First Minister Mark Drakeford said people over 65s have already begun to be contacted and offered a vaccination after the top groups were reached. Meanwhile, Scotland's First Minister Nicola Sturgeon has said she expects many in the 65 to 69 age group to have had their first vaccine by the middle of this month. And in Northern Ireland, people aged 65 to 69 have been able to book a COVID-19 vaccine at 7 regional centres since the end of January. However, some GPs have expressed frustration at being told they cannot move on to the next groups. A GP in Kent, with the Twitter handle @avididoc50, suggested last night she had run out of people to vaccinate but had been stopped from moving on to other groups. She said reasons for those in the top 4 groups not receiving their vaccine included choice/transport issues/COVID symptoms, etc. She added, "This shouldn't be stopping us." The Guardian also reported that doctors at the Francis Crick Institute in London needed more groups to vaccinate. It said they were providing first doses at a rate of 100 a day when they have capacity for 1,000. The UK government originally set itself a target to vaccinate everyone in the top 4 groups by February 15, with plans to ease the lockdown restrictions 3 weeks after this date. Data from February 10 shows 13,509,108 people had received their first dose of either the Pfizer or AstraZeneca vaccine. The government announced plans to vaccinate all over 50s in England and Wales by early May and has said they aim to offer the jab to all adults by autumn. Additional reporting by Bamori about people at Covid England vaccine scare home comments reuse content.